Let's start off, biggest play, obviously, to go for it, and 4th down and 2 at the 26. Bold call, but I would also say we were prepared for that moment. Don't love the execution, but we've been an excellent 4th down team. So going into it, we knew we'd have to take our shots against a tough division team on the road. We thought that was an appropriate one. Certainly don't like the execution and the result, but we were prepared for that and being bold into those moments, knowing we'd have some 4th downs. But that's one we could fix. Thought 3rd down on both sides was tough, especially offensively tonight. And like I said, a game like this puts you through the resilience. And love to say that the season's going to go all along smoothly, but you know the adversity comes and hits. And, like I said, tough division game on the road, so glad it opened up to you guys with questions.
Yeah, on the 4th and 2, how much does it factor? Like they were starting to move the ball and doing some stuff. Did that factor in your decision making?
It did. Yeah, all of it did. But we also felt strongly, so I guess I felt even more strongly there, John, just because of that.
I know Jaden had his hand cut. Did that factor in at all to maybe bobble a little bit?
No, not for that one. I think just the execution of the play got junked up.
Just Jaden in general, obviously the offense was off most of the game. What did you think of his performance and kind of what was not working?
Yeah, I thought always when you talk about the entire thing, you want to say, where can we do it better and how can we hit it better? And so more often than not, it's an entire, group. Can we hit this part? Can we hit this part? And last week we had talked about, opportunities that had been missed. And so when we go back and look at the tape tonight, Ben, we'll have a better sense for that. But more than anything, man, being able to get our explosive plays going, like that's part of, who we are and how we do it. So it was good to have Brian back in it tonight, and but not to have the execution that we were, counting on that left a mark.
How much with those explosive plays they took away the receivers a lot? Was it more just were they doing something with coverages that?
I'll have to look at it more, John, but not anything different than what they had done. Vic and their group's got a good group. They played aggressive and go, and we'll be back at them again in 5 or 6 weeks. So we'll get plenty of chance to look at it. But this one, just not delivering like we were really ready to go fight for it. And when you don't do that, obviously you're pissed and you're bummed.
Late in the game, you guys had that long drive. Was there any thought of trying to go quicker or call timeouts? It was a 2-score game.
Yeah, we were trying to. Honestly, it wasn't about going slow or that part. So, we wanted to get the score in quick, try to get it in before the 2-minute for sure.
Has Jaden been limited at all by the rib injury or any others?
Early on he was, Nikki. Probably the first game back, and then it started trending for sure better. But I think it's fair to say the first game after Carolina, not sure who that was against, and then that's an injury that gets better.
But in this game,
No.
He, okay.
The defense obviously in the first half was flying around and the ball faded late. They were also on the field a lot.
Yeah, I think probably if you had both, reps from last and this together, I thought they emptied the tanks, and I felt that, the end of the road getting close. That's, was part of it. They would go 4th down, keep it, we're going to get this, conversion and keep going. Not to say we were going to score a touchdown onto that drive, but we were going to keep going and, keep using more clock. And so that was all part of my decision. Like I said, I bummed on the result, but going into it, we were prepared for the moment, and as John had said earlier, that also factored into it. Just can we keep on going?
Danny, haven't lost 2 games in a row yet. What have you learned about this group that would indicate how they would respond?
We knew that adversity comes. Like, it just does. That's our game. That's why we love it so much. There's hard parts, and tonight's hard. And in fact, I even said that. The last 2 games, these are tough, and they test your resolve. They build some of your resilience. It's a difficult, 4 or 5 game stretch, whatever it is, and it also emphasizes the ability to go close it and be there at the end and go win it. And those are the lessons for us to say, to be the team we can be. Those have to go down on our terms, and we've been pretty good in that spot. And so over the last 2 weeks, not to finish, and that's not one side of the ball. That's collectively, finding that blood in the water and say we're going to go end this thing. And we'll get there. But over the last 2 weeks, we weren't able to demonstrate that and express that, to the fullest level.
At the end of the half, you were really aggressive in calling a timeout when they had the ball. And then the last play, you didn't.
Yeah, there comes a time when that it's not worth going again. So I usually try to think, can we create a 2-minute for us at the end of the half? That's one of the things we do well. But there is a time spot to say, once I get below that one, then I don't. But I do try to, if we can take a shot to go, we'll do it. But it's not going to be at 10 seconds or something along those lines. So if we can keep it in the parameters, that would be, from our game management spot, we're really prepared in that space. But if it goes below, I don't want to be reckless into that spot.
Some of the pressure that the Eagles were able to get on Jaden, did you feel like you got overly sped up back there trying to?
Yeah, I'll take a better look when you're at the end. I'm sure that was the case when you can pin your ears back and go. But not having their ability to keep converting and getting on to third downs, that's a big deal. We were prepared heading into it. It didn't feel like a different game plan going into it. But they're inside, there's a factor. And so that's for our team to regroup and get it going. And I guess we get ready in about 10 days from now. So a couple days for us to get our legs back under us will be good and dig right back in before we get back home.
Take 3 more.
It's a hard game, and it's hard to win, so try not to make it any harder. Down 2, with 3 on the table, sometimes you got to take it. The Commanders, in turn, fall to 7-4 and the 7th seed, entering weekend play in Week 11.